Ascent to Zero is being developed by an indie team that clearly understands what makes roguelite and survivor style games addictive. While they may not be a massive AAA studio, the level of polish, pacing, and gameplay loop shows a team that knows exactly what players want. Fast action, rewarding progression, and that just one more run energy. At its core, Ascent to Zero drops you into a high-speed, run-based experience where your main goal is to rescue survivors trapped throughout dangerous zones. Each run lasts about 30 seconds, forcing you to make quick decisions, grab what you can, and get out before you're pulled back to the base. Along the way, you'll collect weapons, upgrades, and resources to improve your chances in future runs. It's a mix of chaos, strategy, and pure how far can I push this run energy. I guess I'm just extremely late to the party because I just found out about Ascent to Zero during the latest Xbox Direct. The fact that it's coming to Game Pass definitely doesn't hurt either, because not only did it look interesting, I get to jump in day one without dropping any cash. But look, I've been fooled before, so I did a little digging and found out there's a demo on Steam. And yeah, I got hooked immediately. The game just moves. It's quick, it's smooth, and before I know it, it's already deep into the 5th run thinking, alright, this is the one. Meanwhile, there are players out there absolutely breaking this game in half on a ridiculous level. Quick pro tip right off the bat. Don't stress the instructions too much at the start. The game throws a lot at you, and if you try to absorb every little detail, it might actually make things more confusing than helpful. If you've played literally any progression-based game before, you'll figure it out fast. And honestly, this might be the game that finally gets me into roguelites. Each run gives you 30 seconds before you're pulled back to the base, and your goal is to rescue survivors, grab upgrades, and build yourself up over time. You're not expected to do everything in one run, and that's the beauty of it. There's no punishment for failing, no pressure to be perfect. Just go in, grab what you can, and come back out stronger. Before each run, you can pick up buffs to shape how you play. Some tied to your character, others focused on time or progression. Early on, leveling feels important, but once you unlock more weapon slots and upgrade your gear, yeah, I was out there beating bosses twice my level like it was nothing. Speaking of levels, everyone starts you back at level 1, but don't get it twisted. You can skyrocket your level fast. Enemies drop these colored orbs that boost your level, and since rooms constantly respawn enemies, you can farm as much as you can as long as the time allows. There are runs where I immediately jumped into the rooms and the enemies were 4,000 plus range, just because I could. And that's where the game really opens up. You start playing smarter, skipping the early grind, and going straight towards the big rewards. Now let's talk characters. Each avatar has their own weapon style. Some guns, others use melee, and it really comes down to your playstyle. Personally, I unlocked Blossom Blade and never looked back. The sword paired with dash attacks just felt right. I could zip through enemies, stay mobile, and keep the pressure on non-stop. During the runs, you'll pick up weapons, armor, and coins. You can swap gear mid-run, but honestly, I found it way easier to just focus on surviving and sort everything out back at the base. And back at the base is where the real progression happens. You can talk to rescue survivors, upgrade your stats, deconstruct gear, or spend coins on better equipment. And here's the thing. Sometimes it's actually worth doing runs specifically for coins. Unlocking extra weapon slots and gear space makes a huge difference. If you're like me and enjoy grinding until you feel overpowered, oh yeah, you're gonna have a good time here. Quick heads up if you're playing the demo. Don't do what I did and look for some kind of thanks for playing screen, because I'm pretty sure that doesn't exist. I pushed all the way to level 44,000, cleared bosses, hit what felt like the end, and got greeted by a closed door with zero explanation. So yeah, I think the demo is basically an endless version of the first level. And honestly, that's not a bad thing, because people are out there hitting level 600,000. I checked the leaderboards and saw people sitting around 53,000 in the top 10. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I could get there. So yeah, looks like I know what I'm doing tonight. At the end of the day, Ascent to Zero delivered a demo that completely hooked me. The gameplay loop is addictive, the progression feels rewarding, and the flexibility in how you approach each run keeps things fresh. The only downside, I played it on Steam, so all that progress is staying right there when I switched over to Xbox. But honestly, that just means I get to do it all over again. Only this time, I know exactly what I'm doing.